Hello everyone and welcome back. The parts came for the fish house furnace and this is such a poor design to work on this. It's ridiculous. You've got to not only pull the furnace, then this doesn't come off the furnace. You've got to get these couple of screws down here out and I guess slide everything out. I know in the newer version of this, they have a panel on the side. I can see everything I need to get at right here. I need to replace that, and I need to replace what's right here, and there's no way to get at it. And this is all spot welded into a box, and then they slid it in there. What a stupid setup. I think it's just 2 screws to get that to pull out, but the screws are kind of in some tough places here. Well, this right here is the high limit switch, which is more than likely the culprit. Second would be this, and then third gets into this, but I haven't. That wasn't very common that would be the problem, so. I have the furnace put back in there, everything hooked up. I'm going to go hook up the propane tanks. I'll bleed them up to the stove here and then we'll fire this up and see what happens. I shut the diesel heater completely off now. I'm just going to leave this and come back in about a half hour. It's been snowing pretty good now for about an hour. I don't know, I don't think we have quite an inch on the ground yet. My phone still says 3 more inches. We'll see what it looks like in the morning. I just filled up the wood boiler. Calf is fed, gave corn to the cows. Everything is done for today. Good morning, everybody. We got between 2 and 3 inches of snow last night. It's cold and the wind gusts up over 40 miles an hour. I just went out and did the calf. Kind of keeping you back in the house here so the wind doesn't muffle the sound too bad. She's a raw day. Well, it's just about time for bed. I didn't film much at all today because it was so windy. And now tomorrow the temperature is supposed to be about the same, but the wind is supposed to die down. Those poor cows spent a lot of time in the shelter today. It was just so windy and cold. I never let the calf out of the little building there. I never let it run. It was just too cold. I just got a round bale moved over by that calf. He's really starting to like to eat that hay, but just like Mesa and Festus, he likes to pick through it to get to the alfalfa, and like they do over there, and then when they get hungry and they pick through the good stuff, then they'll eat the other stuff. Well, for him, I need to kind of monitor, like I have it on the ground right now, and then he'll eat it and step on it, and then I'll fluff it up and he'll eat it, but I really can't see how much he's eating. So I decided, though, I have to bring a round bale over, because when I go out, well, first of all, I got to climb into their pasture to get a handful of decent hay to bring over there. And I don't know if that's all been picked through already by Mesa. I don't know what I'm getting. So I wanted to bring a bale over here because he's getting big enough now where he's going to need more and more. And I'm going to build just a little feeder that I can zip tie to that fence so he can get up in there and eat, and I can kind of watch him. The end of this month, Melissa and I are going back up to Borderview Lodge ice fishing, not bringing the ice castle. We're going to stay at Borderview, and like we did 2 years ago, and we were 22 miles out on the ice, and we had just the greatest time up there. It's such a nice lodge to stay at. The people are so nice. So anyway, we're going to be going back up there, and then Brandon, Melissa's son, will have to take care of the calf. The cows will be no big deal. If I fill up, we're up there for 3 nights, 2 days of fishing and 3 nights at one of their cabins. So the cows are easy enough. I just make sure they have a bale and their water's full, and they're good for about 4 or 5 days as far as water. And with the bale, they're good for 2 weeks. So we don't have to worry about them at all. He'll have to give them some corn once a day, a little bit of feed, but that's it. And you're staying outside of the pasture. But for somebody who hasn't ever done anything with the calf, he can be intimidating when you go in there. Even Melissa, when she went in there, she would, before she left, he's getting big enough so that he pushes her around some, and I just beat him and beat on him and give him a little slap and he'll back up. But for somebody that's never done it, I want him to keep out of there as much as possible. So this will be easier. Just throw the feed over. I think before I leave, I might even take the bottle feeder and pull it out of that inside shed and maybe screw it to the side of this thing so you can just sit right out there by the gate and shove the bottle in and to bottle feed it. If I could just get it off, it's getting closer. It's eating some grain every day. It's eating hay every day. And so I'm getting closer and closer to where he doesn't have to be bottle fed anymore. But I don't know when the correct time to, just pull the trigger and you're not getting any more bottle. Eat or die type of a deal, and I don't know when that is. So right now we have to keep doing this. decided to come out and grind up some corn because I'm out for the cows. And they're going to need some tonight. Now they're saying 2 to 3 inches of snow tonight. The track has moved northward from what it was. We were only going to get just a trace, but now it sounds like we're going to get a couple inches. It should be snowing in the morning. I noticed that now that we're not milking Mesa so she's getting a dairy ration every day, her condition, whatever, there's like a scale, it has went down some. And now today is exactly 1 month until she's supposed to have her calf. Oh, what am I doing? But I feel like feeding her more. The problem is, if they get fat, they have a harder time giving birth. So this is another learning experience in here, figuring out what's healthy and what isn't, you know. I mean, she's still on the healthy scale. I guess I just like my youngest, like little butterballs, you know, fat and happy. Come here, princess. There you go. I've been trying to watch her bag. It isn't. It was more empty than that before. Some of them start bagging up, they say 60 days beforehand, some 2 weeks, some 30 days. So I just been watching hers, and yesterday I thought it looked like she might have started a little bit, but today now it still seems pretty empty. Got a big old tummy on her though. I have about 45 minutes till I have to feed the calf, and then another hour and a half after that until I have to do the boiler. Well, I did not film anything today. It's 1 day later in the evening. Melissa, she's actually been home for 2 days. I didn't see anything yesterday. She was so tired. And then today we had ribeyes on the barbecue and baked potato and green beans for lunch. And then we just been hanging up. We had catching up to do. I haven't seen her for a month. And now I just went out and did the calf, fed the cows some corn, and then I checked the water trough and it's just about completely empty. So I gotta fill it up. I was hoping I could get it till tomorrow, but they need water tonight. It's so nice moving around in here without that round bale. I could barely fit through right here, and then if you went around, you had to bring the hose all the way around, and it almost wasn't long enough. I think it's 3 degrees above zero right now, but there's just a little bit of a breeze. It's going to be getting colder coming up in the next few days. I mean, some nights are going to really get cold, but it's not bad tonight. It could be 30 below out right now, it wouldn't matter. Melissa's home, so it's just a good day. It's almost 11:30 at night. I just went out and filled the wood boiler maybe 20 minutes ago. Melissa and I were just watching ice fishing videos. We watched the one where her and I went up to Borderview Lodge 2 years ago, and which was nice because at the end I said things I would have done differently. So we'll make sure we do that differently. And just about time for bed. Good morning, everybody. 14 degrees below zero Fahrenheit. No wind though. I'm just about to go out and feed the calf. It's after 4 o'clock in the afternoon. With Melissa home, it has been, I don't think I've sat on that couch that much in a long time. I don't even know if I'll be able to sleep. Let me see, what do I... It's right now, it's 4:27, and I've only done 3,942 steps today. Oh my gosh. I usually do more steps than that just facing the floor. I wanted to give the cows some corn, and then Melissa's going to come out eventually and take a look at Mesa, and then I'm going to start the four-wheeler. It'll start out, it's cold out there right now, and it's like 6 degrees, but it's a little bit of a breeze has picked up, and over the next few days here it's going to be close to 20 below zero at night. Not tonight. Tonight's only going down to 5 or 8 below. Tomorrow the high is 12. And then it's going to get cold. So hopefully tomorrow I can cut some more firewood because my pile's getting a little low and it's going to be cold for 3 days. It's going to be cold for as far as you can see, but real cold the next few days. I want to take the four-wheeler and push a little bit of snow out right in front of that area where the pasture is, because I haven't really plowed since the last snow right there. This will keep them happy.
I've never seen them go through a bale that fast before. It's only 8 days. Usually I make it 16. I got 3 days left.
I'm freaking a flyer.
I just filled up the wood boiler. It's about 9:30 at night. You can feel the cold setting in. I've got to cut wood tomorrow. I only have about maybe 3 or 4 more days of the wood that's cut and stacked right there, or right in front of the boiler. And I have at least a month of wood stacked and put underneath the shelter, but I'm trying to stay away from that and burn the other stuff first. So I would like to get some of that done tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to get up to like 12 degrees, and then it's just going to be cold for a while. So that's my plan for tomorrow. I couldn't get the tractor started. It's just cold. But I have it plugged in and I put the battery charger on it. I had it plugged in already, but now I put a blanket over it, and that little heating unit that heats that water gets pretty warm, so it should heat it up enough. I'm not worried about the wood. I've got enough wood out there for at least a month of burning. But it's nice not to have to use that because it's all nice and stacked. But I am going to have to put another hay bale in tomorrow or the next day, and I need that tractor to start for that, because without that I'm, spinning some of it out. It would just be a real pain. So I'll get it fired up for that. It's going to get colder though. I don't know what it is tonight, but there's like 3 nights in a row they're going to get close to 20 below zero. So here it's probably going to even be colder than that. And then during the daytime, 0, a couple degrees below 0, a couple degrees above 0. It's just going to be chilly. I fed the calf earlier tonight. I already filled the wood boiler, took a shower. It's just about time for bed. It's already 7 degrees below 0, and it's supposed to get down to 18 to 20 below. Actual air temp. Good morning, everybody. 24 degrees below 0. It's a little bit chilly. Well, obviously, as you can see, this afternoon I've been building 2 feeders out there for Mesa and Festus because every time I use those pails, they knock those pails down and you got to climb in there to get them, which is fine, but it doesn't have to be that way. And now, you know, in a couple weeks, Melissa and I are going up to Lake of the Woods fishing, and her son Brandon will take care of the cows. And it would just be much easier and safer if he could just dump the feed into the... It's going to be easier for everybody. I mean, it really is. To just dump it into the feeder. As long as the water is full, there's a bale of hay in there, which there will be. All they need is their feed every day. So, you know, I mean, a 1,200-pound cow can be kind of intimidating, especially when they know they're getting food. So now what I'm trying to do is see how much feed fits into a 1-gallon bucket. That's just about perfect right there. 1 bucket and then a little bit of mineral on it, and that's it. So I'll just have 2 buckets out here and fill those up to this line right here, put a little mineral on there, mix it in a little bit, dump it into the feeder, and that's going to be awesome. I have more of these, but they're not out here, so I'm going to grab another pail. I'm going to do other corn right now, so I don't have to do it tonight. So that means they'll be getting 2 scoops, which is a little bit more, I think, than they're supposed to, but when it's this full, I can always adjust it if it warms up. They seem to be doing pretty good. Come on, Hazel. Come on. Here you go, Festus. That works pretty good. The other thing with that pail that went down like this, she would push it over before it went down, and then she had it in the corner and her head was like this far away from the electric fence. She had to have gotten zapped once in a while, so I built it heavy duty because I know cows are hard on everything. Festus is a super messy eater. He gets stuff everywhere. Lifts up his head and chews and it falls out of his mouth. Look at this mess all over already. Look at him. Not my Mesa. She's nice and clean, aren't you? I bet you she's going to be snooty when she has that calf. She already has an attitude. But she's a good cow. He's been nibbling on that grain. What are you doing in there? You napping? What are you doing? You did pretty good for it being 24 below this morning and opening up the door. I did see him out here nibbling on the grain. Nibbling on, he did eat some hay. Yeah, he brought that down. Yeah, he did good there. But he's smart enough to stay inside. I think that right now it's like 4 degrees below 0 Fahrenheit actual air temp. Wind chill is picking up, so I think tonight we're going to have like 30 to 40 mile an hour wind chills. Or 30 to 40 below wind chills. Okay everyone, well thanks a lot for watching. The next one has already started. Stay tuned. I will see you guys on the next video.